So, welcome to the Wheeler Detailers YouTube channel. And today I'm not alone, I'm together with
Simon from Diamond ProTech.
Welcome in Holland. And as you may have seen already, or maybe not, Diamond ProTech is available on carcat24.eu, and you can check the link in the description to check out 46 amazing coating products and accessories. Simon, welcome again in Holland. Can you tell a little bit about yourself? What's your role, what you're doing, and what's Diamond ProTech?
Right, so I work for Diamond ProTech. I am the technical sales manager for EMEA and APAC region. So everywhere around the world except for the Americas. So I deal with our distributors, so people like yourselves, but I also deal with our professional installers. So yeah.
Cool. We're gonna give it a go on this first attempt with Diamond ProTech on my daily driver, the Tesla. So, why did carcat24.eu choose for Diamond ProTech? Next to an exclusive line of quartz coatings that we have, which we only license to installers, we've got a huge demand on coatings available for the wide public, installers, detailers around. We've got Diamond ProTech here now for 1 week on the shelves, and we sell it pretty much every day by itself, and the first customers already came back for the second bottle. This gives me a really good impression of how Diamond ProTech actually is. And before that, we started around December, January to test the products on how they apply, how they work, how they result, how they hold up on Wouter's daily driver, the BMW E46. So it's tested over and over again, and we stand completely behind it. Let's move on with applying Diamond ProTech on my Tesla. So before we start with applying Diamond ProTech, I first want to give a shout out to Arnoud from Autocare in Deventer about how well Simon found the PPF was installed on this car. That was around December, January as well. And he was checking out all lines, because you've been detailing yourself.
Yep.
And he says, this is a nice fit. So that compliment can be given to Arnoud and his team in Deventer.
Congratulations, Anna.
In this case, the complete front and the A-pillars are installed with XPEL Ultimate Plus paint protection film. And in this video, we're gonna prep it and we're gonna coat it with a special Wrap and PPF coating.
Correct.
What can you tell us about it?
So we'll start off with our Diamond Body Prep. Now this is our prep product that will not only degrease the surface that we're gonna work on, but it'll also prime the surface ready to accept the coating. What it does when we say prime is that it will reduce the surface tension and ensure that the bond between, in this case, the PPF and the actual coating is as stable and as strong as it can be, which will give us lasting results.
So, step one, prep the surface, clean and degrease the surface with the
Diamond Body Prep.
Then the second step is applying the coating.
Apply the coating in the normal traditional way. We'll obviously do it in a moment and you'll see how easy it is. The good thing about all Diamond ProTech coatings is that they are very easy to apply, but also they have extended flash times. So that means we can work on a bigger area in one go, but also the curing time, in this case with our Diamond Wrap, is essentially zero. Once we're finished, this car can go out the door, even if it's in the rain, no problem at all.
So for all the dummies under us, what could possibly go wrong?
So with all coatings, you have the risk of putting in high spots. What are high spots? High spots are areas of coating that we haven't leveled off. We haven't removed the excess coating, and that just, there's a high spot of coating compared to the rest, and it becomes a very visual imperfection. That is a risk with all coatings, but we'll show you how to avoid that, and if it does happen, we'll show you how to correct it.
So, applying PPF and wrap coating myself, what results can I expect?
So, we are going to be expecting, in this case, we have a high gloss PPF. We're going to expect a very glossy finish. We're going to want to keep that. In addition, we're going to have a car that's going to stay cleaner for longer, and when we do have to clean it, it's going to be a lot easier to clean. Plus, we add in a lot of slickness, very hydrophobic, water's just going to flow off, and we're going to have increased chemical resistance and UV resistance.
Let's go. So, body prep.
So, body prep, like we said, this is the prep product that's going to not only degrease, and we have washed this car, so it is clean, even though the PPF's not brand new. We have cleaned it, happy it's decontaminated and stuff. So we start with our body prep. This is going to degrease, get rid of any fingerprints and other sort of contaminants, but also, as we said, it's going to reduce surface tension of the surface, and it's a simple spray on, wipe off, and this will ensure that our surface is properly prepared, ready to take on the coating.
And we want to leave one wing untreated.
Yep.
Because then we can see the difference when I'm washing it. We will posting it on our Instagram page. I will tag you guys in it as well.
Do you want to have a go at this side?
Sure.
So that's the side I've used.
Yeah, it wipes out easy. You can feel a little bit resistance, so it feels degreased, which is the plan.
So step 2, coating. So we've got our coating bottle. This is a 30 ml size. We also have it in a 50 ml size. This bottle here will do this car easily, and you'll have bits left over. The 50 ml will do 2 Teslas like this easily.
Cool.
One big 4x4, or a couple of compacts and stuff like that. So choose the size that's right for you. So we've got our wrap coating. In all our products we have 2 little glass marbles that are in the bottle. You shake it, you can hear them. And basically what happens is that it helps with the mixing of our products. During shipment and stuff like that, products tend to settle even though it's a clear liquid. And we really want to make sure that everything is evenly distributed. So we do say mix well for about 15 seconds. The 2 little glass marbles will help you do that effectively, so give it a good shake.
May I ask a question in between?
Go ahead.
So if you unscrew it,
yes,
how long can you still use the product?
So as long as you put the cap back on properly, keep it in a cool, dry, dark place, you'll be good for 6 to 12 months, no problem at all.
Cool.
But do make sure that you put the cap on properly.
Yeah.
And that's it. So we have our coating here. I'll grab an applicator here. So we're going to use one of these microfiber ones. So the first time that we're putting the coating onto the applicator, we're going to sort of want to oversaturate this because we need to prime this applicator. So we really need to get a good amount on here. The second, third, fourth time we apply, it's not going to be nearly as much. But the first time is always get a decent amount on there. And then as per normal coating application, we're just going to go up and down in a sort of linear motion, and we'll come back and do a cross hatch. So I'll do half the hood. Really easy to apply.
And it's really good what you applied and what you didn't apply.
Yes. So it's quite easy to see where we've gone, where we haven't been. And we're going to talk about what's happening with the coating now and its difference when it's going to start behaving differently. And there we go. So that's the first half of the hood. Now we've got a flash time of about 3 minutes now. That's obviously dependent on ambient temperatures, but in here it's fairly warm, it's pretty humid. So we're going to look to be about in between 3 to 5 minutes. I would recommend would be our ideal flash time. The flash time, when we talk about that, it's essentially the time between the time we've put the product onto the car and the time we take off the excess. Our coatings are very, very visual in that you'll see a change in its characteristics, and that'll tell you definitively it's time to take it off. So you can see now what's happening is that the coating is sort of starting to separate. We're starting to see lines, which is what we're looking for. The next change we're going to see is we're going to see little micro beads of product, almost like it's sweating a little bit. Once we start to see that, then it's going to be time to take it off. In the meantime, what's happening now is that a lot of the coating is soaking and absorbing into the PPF. So hence why we've got this delay between putting it on and taking it off.
Does this coating also tends to get a little bit hard on the microfibers when it dries?
Not really, because this coating is a very flexible, say it's a hyper flexible coating, which it has to be in order to react well with the PPF or a vinyl film. These films are always moving. The PPF is in most cases self-healing, so it needs to be very flexible to not interfere with those characteristics.
Okay. And just before we started, we maybe also take this point into the video. I wanted to prepare and mask off the parts not to coat, because that's more or less in my automated system. And you told me it wasn't necessary.
Stop wasting your time. So, if you get this coating is predominantly for PPF and vinyl films. But if you do happen to get it on a bit of paintwork, a bit of plastic trim, it's okay. It's not going to harm it in any way, shape or form.
I see the lines.
Yeah. So if you come over here, you see my side.
Oh, yeah.
This is what I was talking with the micro beads, is that we've got almost little droplets now. We can see a definitive separation of the film and almost like it's sweating. So that to me is a good indication that this is ready to come off. And again, like we started, it's a simple wipe off. A couple of passes. I'm not pressing down really hard. I'm just letting the microfiber do the work for me. And a couple of passes, and we pick it up. Now, as we mentioned before, high spots are a risk. And if we, at the end of all this, did an inspection and found that, yes, we did have a high spot, it would be very simple for us just to reapply some product onto an applicator, onto the high spot itself, and immediately wipe off the excess, and we would have removed the high spot.
Is it that slick, or is a towel gliding easier?
So, the towel is gliding easier. You know, we've just removed this. Give it a couple of minutes. You take off the excess on your side, and by the time we come back, this will be even slicker.
Okay.
I suppose you could describe it. You have that initial resistance, a little bit of grab, but as soon as you've passed over, it becomes very easy to take off the excess. Longevity for this product, Diamond Wrap, obviously as with every coating, it depends on how how many kilometers we drive, how we clean the car, where it lives, the environment, etc. At which point it's just a simple case of reapplying it.
Yeah.
Which, as you've seen, is
Prep
very easy.
and apply.
There we go.
Yeah, everybody can do it.
And this will work on every film. So PPF, color change vinyls, publicity wraps,
Full color print.
commercial wraps, anything like that.
Sounds good. Just to sum it all up, we did the prep, we did the application. So the 5 bullet points to choose for a product like this are like
a very glossy finish. In addition, we're going to have a car that's going to stay cleaner for longer, and when we do have to clean it, it's going to be a lot easier to clean. Plus we add in a lot of slickness, very hydrophobic, water's just going to flow off, and we're going to have increased chemical resistance and UV resistance.
Diamond, thanks again for confirming these 5 great bullet points of this product. If you want to see more of Diamond ProTech coatings, check out carcat24.eu or come by here in the shop. We have them here on display, happy to help you and guide you with it. Check out the next video regarding Diamond ProTech on glass. Bye bye!